Hello, everyone. This is Lexicon coming at you with a Pokemon deck tech video. And I haven't done one of these in a long time, but I was saving up coins to build this deck. And this deck has done pretty well in the recent tournaments. I sniped this deck off of Limitless TCG. So once the video is done and uploaded to YouTube, there will be a link to the person's deck who topped the tournament with this. You will also see all of my social media links, and it's up to you whether or not you want to subscribe to me. If you do, that will be great because it will help me out tremendously during my journey as a content creator. So let's hop into the deck tech. So, hold on, okay, so we are playing Arceus V-Star. So I'm going to take you through step by step for what each card does. So we have 4 basic Arceus V. It has 220 HP, and then it has its first attack, which for 2 of any color, we can search our deck for up to 3 basic energy and attach them to our Pokemon V in any way that we like. Then shuffle our deck, and then for its attack, it costs 3 of any color, and it does Power Edge for 130. Retreat cost is 2, and it has double weakness to fighting. Then we have Arceus V-Star, who has 280 HP, so it's a little bulky. It allows us to, for three of any color, it will deal 200 damage, and then we can search up to 3 basic energy and attach them to our Pokemon V in any way we like. And then for its once per game V-Star ability, we can search our deck for up to 2 cards and then put them into our hand, and then we cannot use it more than once per game. Then we're playing Duraludon V, a 220 Dragon type, I believe. Yeah, Dragon. It has Metal Claw for 70, so a fighting energy and a steel energy. And then for Breaking Swipe, double steel and 1 fighting energy, and then it will deal 140. And then during your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon attack does 30 less damage before applying weakness and resistance. Then it evolves into Duraludon VMAX, which is a bulky 330 that has an ability that says prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon that have a special energy attached to it. And then for double steel and 1 fighting, this attack isn't affected by any effects of your opponent's active mon, and it will do 220. Then we have Umbreon V, a shadow Pokemon with 200 HP. Its first attack is Mean Look, which locks our opponent's Pokemon from retreating. And then for 2 of any color and 1 shadow energy, if this Pokemon has any damage counters on it, it will deal 80 more. So it'll deal 160, and then it has a retreat cost of 2 and double weak to grass. Then it evolves into Umbreon VMAX, a bulky 310 with an ability called Dark Signal. So whenever you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may switch one of your opponent's bench mons. So this is good. So it's basically like boss's orders, but on a creature. So you can swap in one of their bench mons and hopefully kill it. So you could take multiple prize cards, either 2 or 3, depending on what's on their bench, or it could just be 1. And then its attack is nothing special, but it is 160 and same weakness and same retreat cost as its first form. Then we play Lumineon V, a water Pokemon with 170 HP, and then It has luminous signs, so if we play this onto our bench during our turn, we can search for a supporter card, reveal it, put it in our hand, and then for 1 blue and 2 colorless, we can shuffle this Pokemon and all attached cards into your deck. And then we have Radiant Alakazam. We are using this for its ability to move 2 damage counters from one of our Pokemon to one of our opponent's Pokemon. So if they do have 20 or less HP on a Pokemon, we can remove 2 of our damage counters and switch it to that one. And then it does have an attack called Mind Ruler, where for a Psychic and a colorless energy, this attack will do 20 damage for each card in your opponent's hand. And then finally, our last card is Spiritomb. Basic V Pokemon in play, both of your opponents have no abilities. And if I'm correct, this does not matter whether it's in the active spot or not. So this can slow down our opponents a lot unless they're able to switch this from our bench to our active spot. And then it has Fade Out, where you can put this Pokemon and all attached cards into your hand. For trainers, we're going to be running Adaman. So you can only use this. You can use this card if you discard 2 Steel Energy from your hand, and then you can search for up to 2 cards and put them into your hand. Then we play Adventurous Discovery. Oh wait, no, I'm reading this wrong. Sorry, that wasn't in the deck. This is in the deck. Iono. So each player shuffles their hand and puts it on the bottom of their deck. If either player put any cards on the bottom of their deck in this way, each player draws a card for each of their remaining prize cards. So if they have, like, let's say 3 or less prize cards or less, they're going to draw only 3 or less cards, and then we will draw cards equal to our prize cards as well. Then we play Boss's Order to switch one active bench to the active slot. And then we have Adventurous Discovery. We could search up to 3 VMon, put them in our hand, and shuffle our deck. Professor's Research to reload our hand. Judge. Judge is a good card because it allows us to shuffle our hand and draw 4, and it does the same for our opponent. So if they had a really Gucci hand and for some reason you play this is going to annoy them because now they're going to have a hand that they did not want. Then we're playing Raihan. You can only play this card if your opponent if your Pokemon were knocked out, and if you do, attach 1 basic energy from the discard pile to your Pokemon, and then you can search your deck for a card and put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. And then Ultra Ball, pitch away 2 cards to get a Pokemon. Nest Ball just puts any basic Pokemon from your deck onto your bench. Switch is here to switch your active mon with one of your bench. Escape Rope switches you and your opponent's bench mon to their active slot. Choice Belt for additional damage. Lost City to deal with decks that rely on having cards in their grave or the discard pile, whatever you want to call it. Works good against like the 1 prize decks like Flamigo, United Wings, and then Path of the Peak as a 1-of copy to shut off rule Pokemon in play, which are V Pokemon GX. They have rule box. And then for energy, we're playing double colorless, 4 shadow energy, 4 steel energy, and 2 fighting energy. So that's the deck in a nutshell. I will play a few games with it just to see how it runs. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And I also apologize for reading the trainer cards wrong, because for some reason I was thinking that the cards were showing up on the left-hand side of the screen and they were really on the right-hand side. But it is what it is. I hope that doesn't deter you from watching my videos, and hopefully you don't think I'm an idiot for that. But I don't really feel the need to re-record this video, so we're just going to keep it as is, raw and in the moment. I hope you have a good day and take care.